I feel there are at least two terms that you might be using that could be keeping your business from growing as big as it could be. And truthfully, a lot of people use these terms, and so that's why we need to talk about this. My name is Stephanie D. McKenzie. I'm a fractional brand and marketing professional, and I have about 30 plus years of not just brand and marketing, but also entrepreneurship, foundership, and all the things. Let's go. So over time, when people come into spaces, of course, language evolves. And so one thing that happens is we start to take the terminology and the jargon out to make it easier for people who aren't in the space to understand. However, these two terms often keep business owners focused on one area when they may have more than that. Now, I'm not talking about being multi-passionate. I'm talking about really breaking down whom you're supposed to be serving with your good service, idea, or experience, aka your business. So these terms are often used now, but they are derivative works of the terminology that I use in marketing, in PR, in media, as I work with some brands that you know and some brands that you don't. So truthfully, I can't walk in a room using these terminologies with certain audiences because it won't land. It doesn't resonate. And so if you're using these two terms, it's not that you're wrong. It's that I want you to consider that there may be a greater context and you need to expand your knowledge of what these actually mean. The two terms that I'm talking about are Avatar and ICP. Both of these terms are thrown around a lot in marketing circles, and people love to ask you, what's your avatar? And they love to ask you, what's your ICP? And as I just almost crashed out when one of my girlfriends used the term ICP, I thought I needed to make a video. Here's the issue. It's not that it's wrong. It's that it's a derivative work of using terminology such as target audience, psychographics, demographics, and these are tools that allow you to see more than one audience. If you're trying to create a profile, that's one. If you're trying to create an avatar, that's one. And those singular intentions, giving singular attention when you may actually have a primary and secondary target audience, means that you might be losing out. Now, for those of you who say, oh, well, I do it all the time and it's fine. Again, I didn't say it was wrong. I'm saying I want you to understand the root of where this terminology comes from so that you understand that it's okay if you have more than one target audience. This is why I always say audiences. And I have personally written strategies for companies that are starting out or that are restarting or that are up leveling or whatever terminology, growing, that's where we go, growing or expanding, that's the word I want to use, that had not just a primary audience, but a primary, secondary, and even a tertiary audience. So that means there's three. So that being said, we could get a lot deeper into avatarization and all this other stuff that we do. But again, I've been doing this a really long time. So I just wanted to give you some context to give you permission to think outside of the oneness if you've been doing that, so that you can really expand your business and shape your messaging so that it lands in the laps of people who are looking for you so they can find you and possibly spend some funds with you. Again, my name is Stephanie D. McKenzie. Link in bio if you want to learn more about what I call the weird work that we do and what we can do for you. See you on the next video. Bye.